Hello folks, and welcome to day 2 of the World Dairy Expo. I'm David Jones and this is my co-anchor Sarah Schmidt. I'll be right back in a few minutes with the weather.
Thanks, David. We look forward to that forecast. Our top story today are the results from the Central National Jersey Show. There are 370 head exhibited in this year's show, and they were judged by Mr. Kelly Barbie of North Carolina and Mr. Denny Patrick of Woodbine, Maryland. The junior champion of this year's show was exhibited by Avonlea Genetics Incorporated of Brighton, Ontario. She was the first place winner calf, Avonlea CF Baby Breeze ET. And the reserve junior champion went to the winning summer yearling, Arethusa Action Dominique, shown by Greg Mortson of Oro Station, Ontario. And for the naming of grand champion, Mr. Barbie had lots to say about this special cow. Her name was Frederick 2783 Adventure, and she was shown by Lackey, Rader, and Walton of Carlisle, Pennsylvania. The reserve grand champion of this year's show would go to Lowland Jude Griffin ET, shown by Bud John Farms in Petervale of Lomira, Wisconsin. Let's take a look at Kelly Barbie and his comments from this year's selection of grand champion of the Jersey Show.
When you love cows, you get chills seeing these kind. It winds me right up, and I get pumped. I love it. But I'm going to go out and I'm going to tap our grand champion and our reserve and our honorable mention, and I'll tell you why. And congratulations to all exhibitors, whether you were first, last, in the middle. I know how much work it is, how much money it costs, and I guarantee you, everybody that was out here today and yesterday, they got a fair shake. I got a lot of friends and I hold them dear, but when it's out here, it ain't no friends. It is what it is.
What a beautiful group of Jersey cows. It was really exciting to sit ringside and watch that selection. Let's keep on with those show results as we look at the results in the Brown Swiss ring. The junior champion of the Brown Swiss show was just named, not but 30 minutes ago. Judge Callum McKinven of Quebec and his associate, Mr. Richard Landry, also of Quebec, selected their junior champion to be Jody James Nikisha ET, shown by Jody Capini of Oregon. She was the winning winter calf. And joining her as the reserve junior champion was second place from that amazing winter calf class, Miss Brooke Hollow Agenda Prezi, shown by Delbert and Heather Yoder of West Salem, Ohio. Congratulations to the winners of this year's Brown Swiss Heifer Show. The Brown Swiss Cow Show will start up tomorrow morning bright and early. We'll have those show results along with video of the judges' selection in tomorrow's newscast. Now let's take a look at Mr. Callum McKinven and his comments from the Brown Swiss Heifer Show.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tap this intermediate calf will be my junior champion. For reserve, I'm going to stick my neck out and go with the second intermediate calf. To me, they're a pair, and they go together. They're beautiful quality heifers. Then for honorable mention, that's where it gets closer. But I'm going to go to this very correct heifer right here. Maybe you didn't like the dairy up well, because she is going to make a beautiful cow. And a little more uphill run about her in the front end than this beautiful heifer in reserve. The reserve over honorable mention, it's closer. And to me, on the pure silk and dairiness through her hide and throughout today, a little cleaner in the bone in the hock, quality of bone structure in the hock today over the junior like the April heifer. Congratulations, we've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
The International Milking Shorthorn Show began today with the milking cow classes, followed by the Heifer Show. The Heifer Show is still going on in the ring behind me. We'll have those results in tomorrow's newscast. But we can report to you the champion senior animal of the show, and that was Techstar Othello Pearl, shown by Springville Farm and Fisher of New Enterprise, Pennsylvania. And the reserve champion was Landsbrook Christina EXPET, shown by Jordan Landsgard Guard of Landsbrook Farms, St. Olaf, Iowa. The judge for this year's Milking Shorthorn Show is Mr. Ronnie Moser of Geneva, Indiana. Let's take a look at the clips of his selection of Grand Champion of the Milking Shorthorn Show.
But to me, it's a slam dunk on what we're going to use for Grand and Reserve, and that'd be my two older cows. I think cows with nothing but upside, nothing but upside. Both of them reasonably fresh, just can get nothing but better from here on. They've proven they can last, and you know, I think you gotta in the back of your mind think of where we've been in this breed to where we're going. Boy, we've made a tremendous step. These are dairy cows.
Well, let's see if we can check in on the weather. David, are you ready? Yes, let's hear from David.
Good morning, folks. It looks like we're getting off to a sunny and warm start to this World Dairy Expo. We're expecting a high of 73 degrees today, but don't worry, it's supposed to cool down and we'll get some of that typical Expo weather later on in the week. Looks like we're going to be cooling down to the mid-50s towards Friday and Saturday. Make sure you bring your coats for the morning because it will get a little bit chilly. We're also supposed to be expecting some overcast days with a little bit of wind later on in the week. But for now, let's just enjoy this warm weather and this great start to Expo. Sarah?
It's just been gorgeous weather so far. Let's hope it stays that way for the rest of the week. You guys, we encourage you to come on out and visit the World Dairy Expo grounds. But let's get on with our news. Earlier today, oh, David, you're back. Maybe you can lead into this story.
I did. I ran back from outside, and yes. But today I was able to catch up with Kathleen O'Keefe, who is a special voice of Expo. Not only does she make her home with us here at the Holstein World, but she also helps out with announcing for some of our shows here at the World Dairy Expo. So let's check in with Kathleen.
I'm Kathleen O'Keefe with the Holstein World, and in addition to my regular duties all week working for the Holstein World here at World Dairy Expo, I also have the privilege and the honor of announcing a couple of the breed shows, the International Junior Holstein Show and the Grand International Red and White Show, which will be held later this week. While many of you have attended World Dairy Expo and sat in the seats and watched the shows, you may not have an idea what exactly is entailed with announcing and recording the placings of the show. Come on and let's take a look. Everything involved with the show is done electronically from the scanners where the animals are checked in down below in the show ring. Those numbers are automatically recorded up here onto the computer monitors where the assistants and the announcers see the displays come up on the screens. And we do have the wonderful efficiency of those animals being scanned down in the ring as they are placed, and those numbers pop up if everything's working correctly, and we're able to announce the show in a very timely and efficient manner. A little bit different from the days when people ran out into the middle of the ring and ran the slips back to the announcer booth. So here's the bird's eye view that we have as announcers and assistants up here. You don't exactly get the detailed view of the cows walking around the ring, but you do get a wonderful idea of the scope and the quality and the number of exhibitors that put forth their effort to bring these wonderful breed shows the week of World Dairy Expo.
I'm here with the Mouse House Cheese House here at the World Dairy Expo 2010. Today we're doing Taste of Expo, and this year's food is cheese. Here we are with the manager of the Mouse House. First of all, how are you, and introduce yourself and your store.
Hi, I'm great. Thank you very much. My name is Heather. I'm the manager of the Mouse House Cheese House located in Windsor, Wisconsin, about 20 minutes north of the Expo here at Highway 19 off of 9094, exit 131.
Very good. So today we are trying 4 different types of cheeses from your store. And first of all, we'll talk about the first one, which is the habanero cheese, correct? So could you please explain that a little bit?
Sure. Very popular. We're actually known for this. The factory makes this exclusively for us. Extra hot habaneros. Very good, very popular. And if you like hot cheese, you can't go wrong with this one.
So this is the one that gives you a little bit of kick at the end.
Absolutely.
Very good, very good. Next one is the 11-year age cheese cheddar. Wow, can you please explain that one?
Sure. Well, actually, back at our store, we age all of the cheese ourselves. We've got about 40,000 pounds of cheddar alone in our cooler. We buy the whole vat of cheese at a time. It's made to our owner's recipe, and right now we've got it aged up to 11 years old.
Wow, wow. All good things come with age, correct?
Yes.
And our next one?
Bella Vitano, actually new, it's been around for about 5 years now. Sartori makes it. Excellent cheese. It's like a cross between a Parmesan, Asiago, cheddar mix, and it's really good, really good.
Sounds like a perfect combination. And our last one is the very famous one from your store. Please explain this one.
Mouse House Jack. It is our own recipe, exclusive to our store. Our owner's father, when he owned the store, got together with the cheesemakers and he said, look, I need something unique. I need something to call my own. And this is what they've developed. By far our most popular cheese that we have.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And back to you, Sarah, and hopefully it all tastes well, and I'm sure it does.
Well, it looks like you had a great visit with the Mouse House Cheese House folks today.
I did. They were very, very nice, and I encourage everyone to stop by, and they were gracious enough to give us these samples, so I'm excited to try them. So our first one is the 11-year aged cheddar, in which they have 40,000 pounds of this in storage back at the store. So let's give this one a try. Wow.
If you like sharp cheddar, this is very good.
Very distinct flavor. Definitely for the strong taste, but I loved it. Second one is a white Bellavitano, and again, a very unique recipe to them, and they talked about that a little bit. So I believe it tastes more like a cheddar, excuse me, more like a Parmesan, and so it has that more of an aged feel to it as well. Oh, that's good. Very, very much so like Parmesan. All right, number 2 is their #1 seller and their exclusive brand, that their first cheesemaker. This was his original recipe, and it's only exclusive to them. So this is the light yellow Mouse House Jack. Ooh.
Oh, that's a good Jack.
That is. It's a little bit more mellow, more mild than the previous two. I really like that one. This is the habanero, in which they say it has lots of kick to it. So we might need to pull some water up after this. So we'll give this one a try. Oh wow!
Oh, it kind of hits you right off the bat.
It really does. Very good, actually. You know, the spiciness doesn't take over the creaminess. Actually, I'm enjoying it. And stop by. Wonderful people, and thank you again for supporting us with these lovely cheeses and fudge.
Thanks, Mouse House.
One of the final fun things we get to do each night at World Dairy Expo is pick our daily drawing winner. You too can sign up and enter for your chance to win a half-page black and white ad in the Holstein World magazine. You get to pick your month of choice sometime during the coming year. Last night we picked Chad Kiefer of Utica, Minnesota. David, let's see who's going to be day 2's winner. And it is Doug Wolf of Ovaltop. Doug is from New York, I'm fairly certain. Ovaltop Holsteins. Congratulations, Doug. Please come by the Holstein World booth and we'll get you hooked up with your free half-page black and white ad.
Well, that brings us to the end of day 2 of our newscast here at the Holstein World News Desk. We don't want to forget to mention that our newscasts this week are sponsored by Cows Match. And don't forget to visit them in the expo hall. They can be found at the Land O'Lakes booth, so ask some questions about that. Also, don't forget to check www.dairyshowsonline.com if you're viewing from home. Here you can get the latest, most up-to-date show coverage from the Holstein World.
Of course, this newscast is posted for you to enjoy at www.holsteinworld.com right there on our homepage. We also post our Walk With Us Through the Barns at Expo on our homepage each evening of World Dairy Expo week. Thanks so much for tuning in to our newscast. We hope you have a great day. Now let's hear some answers from our question of the day.
Hi, I'm Matt Mitchell from La Follette, Tennessee, and my favorite thing to do at World Dairy Expo is visit with all the really smart cow people.
My name is Renee Holtus from Bangor, Wisconsin, and my favorite thing about Expo is walking down to the ring with my sister.
Hi, I'm Megan Herberg from St. Peter, Minnesota. My favorite thing to do at the World Dairy Expo is wash every morning. It's fun to be on the wash rack with all the other exhibitors, and I love coming in from the barn when all the washing is done and seeing the cows very comfortable.